It's having me start off the bat. Oh boy. Here is your grid for LMP2's, your Rogue Energy. Award winner for the LMP2s is Lucas in the Audi R18 TDI. Ash had pole for a while, even though her LMP2 started second, but she finished fourth. After qualifying. Squid gets second, Evo gets third, Ash is fourth, Pat is fifth. He was the first on track. Jordan, his LMP2, I may have. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Jordan, he was one of the last cars. And I had issues towards the end of the night with the last couple cars. Jordan and Caleb were two of the last cars on track, and they both qualified 6, 7. Jeff in the Peugeot is 8. This could be sneaky good. The less oiled of other Jordan, of Jordan's girlfriend, Jordan, is 9th. My long boy is bad. You reach top 5 anywhere today? I don't know. Evo, his Subaru, was the Rogue Energy Pole Award winner for the GTDs. Ash finished second. My McLaren was third. Who knows how that'll do? Jordan and Jordan. Lucas was fourth. Jeff in the Ferrari was fifth. Jordan and Caleb, once again, they had the most consistent qualifying at 6 and 7, respectively. Pat was 8th. Jordan, or other Jordan, she finished 9th in GTDs also in Rexy, and Squid was 20th in GTDs and Apply. Strong. I don't even know if that one really matters. Correct off. Save settings one last time. Because this happened to Jordan, I'm just going to check before we get in. Lucas, Squid, Evo, Ash, Pat, Jordan, Caleb, Jeff, other Jordan, I'm fine. Evo, Ash, myself, Lucas, Jeff, Jordan, Caleb, Pat, other Jordan, Squid. 6-6 is a problem at the ring. Lap 3 and I'm dodging multiple AI cars that didn't bother to get fuel. Oh no. As I'm in an LMP2, my prize credits are dog shit. Boogity, 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 let's go racing. Wonderful sight there at Bathurst. Beautiful, as you can't even see it because it's dark. We're starting in 10th. And we got a pit right off the bat. What tires am I starting on? Softs. Okay, well, that's fine. And we go into the back of other Jordan. She brakes earlier than I do because I'm trying to change it into TCS. We have some aero damage. Deja fucking vu. We do get past the less oil machine. That probably has rear aero damage. Brake early because, well, the AI are braking and I kiss the wall. We don't get the penalty though. This car is so bad. I'm afraid because I gotta enter pit in the dark. We spin tires out of the corner. And other Jordan's LMP2 is gone. I will probably catch her right about probably as we enter the chase. We're gonna go into mediums. Get a chance to refuel and repair. See anybody else? Oh, Jordan and Squid, the GTDs are also pitting. Okay. So, other Jordan had some issues. I switch on to mediums. And out I go. Up to fuel mix 2. I'm gonna punt GT. I hope to God I don't. Nope, I'm just gonna punt the wall because I didn't brake in time. This is a rough start. We're gonna have to stay out for a little bit. At least till I get through GTD traffic. As other Jordan's LMP2 is just up ahead, and then the slew of GTDs is in front of us, and this thing is a bear with damage. Oh my Lanta. Good God above. We get through Pat pretty easy. Where's Jordan's LMP? Where's Jordan's GTD going? Ah! Will my GTD let me by? Yes. My GTD goes high. I go low. And this thing does not want to do anything as I'm going past them. Evo. Hi, Evo. I gotta let them go. Ash is still in fur. No, Ash is still in second. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try and force it to the outside as Ash and Evo both kiss the wall. Jordan's running interference for Jordan. Ash and I are gonna run side by side for around about a millisecond. Ash is braking, which is forcing me to brake. Don't want to run into the back of her and ruin her race early. Try not to do that as we get past the M&M's machine. Gave her a little nudge, which I did not want to do. This card is pulling so hard to the left, or to the right. We're the inside of Lucas here in the faster car. And we have to park it, and we get bumped into Lucas because this thing just wants to turn. I get nudged by Lucas and take some damage. We fight through the GTDs, but we are a full 47 seconds behind. Jeff. Did that, yes. As other Jordan hasn't been able to get through all of the GTD traffic yet. Last oil machine struggling to get past Lucas. As the sun is starting to rise here at Bathurst. I didn't say starting, it's been rising. We are only not even 10 minutes down yet. There's really only two places the AI passed G. I'm guessing it's on Mountain and Conrad Straits. Then I can stay out at least a couple more laps. I wish it'd been an hour. We'd be halfway done. It is so hard to set up for any corners with this damage, but again, other Jordan has finally made it through the slow cars. I have to brake in places that I shouldn't. Top three right now are Squid, Lucas, and Ash. Jeff is 50 seconds ahead of me. Caleb is, well, ahead of him. Jeff looks like the one he's kind of alone, has no friends there, kind of like I do. Here in the Nissan Nismo that has been affectionately dubbed the Long Boy. Make your jokes now if you so please. The fastest lap's been a 2:01, and that was by Squid without damage. My personal best has been a 2:06 with. Okay, did we find a way to keep it semi-straight? Not really. As Lucas pits, he's the first GTD to pit. That does put Ash in first in terms of GTD, so I have no idea why Lucas had to pit. And a half laps of fuel remaining. Yeah, you probably did, Ash. That is very true. Thinking 2 or 3x for the ring. We're gonna go into pit a little late. Probably get a penalty. Start drinking. At some point, I'm gonna have to switch on to hards because this thing burns through mediums and softs too quick. And I'm gonna have to try and... I just have to try and catch up at some point. Behind us, Jeff's Ferrari passes Ash. And Jordan and his Acura pits. Ahead of Jordan. There's Caleb. I'm now less than 20 seconds behind other Jordan. A little up on that curb. That was a good corner there at Hell. Just... it's gonna be a grind. Get anything going on in this It's Ash and Pat Pitt up front. Squid has not yet. We see blue flags. Meaning I am approaching GTDs. My McLaren ran out of gas. My McLaren ain't got no gas in it. I think it made it to pit road, so who am I gonna be catching up here? They have blue flags out. Who are we about to see? Evo's in 20th. The pole award winner is in 20th. Caleb's in 19th. And we see contact between Rexy and Ash in 18th. Oh no, this is not where I want to be stuck. Can you guys move? What happened back there? Well, I'm about to make two passes. As Jordan and Jordan wrecked each other, and so did Evo. Jordan, and Evo wrecked... I think, no, maybe it was just Jordan and Jordan wrecked each other. Yeah, you pitted, so I think that's why you're back there. If I pass Evo and go into 7th, this thing does have straight line speed. It just has no handling. Squid pits. I'm hoping you just pit. I think that's what it was, and that's why you're back there. Check lap 8. Yeah. Someone write that down for me. As we are up into 7th. A long way, basically a full lap behind the leaders. Well, not anymore. Only a minute behind now. Into a little deep in the S. The final bit of the S is coming downhill. We are next car to take off will be Jeff's Peugeot sitting in 6th. Yeah, it's a lap 8. Caleb goes to pit. See more blue flags. Who is it? Up top, we're about to pass. This is really not where I want to be in terms of LMP, or in terms of a car that has to make passes. I think it's my McLaren. Yes. Get by it pretty easy. It lets me to the side. A little teamwork right there from Team Turbo Yoda. Okay, next on the list is that's Corvette to get through. In terms of lap traffic. Hopefully just getting a shot out of a cannon here at the back into the S's will get us past him. No, that's Lucas. We go here. That just ran a 157 in the LMP2. That is the fastest lap by far. Still significantly slower than qualifying, though. We're going to pass Jeff's LMP2. Put me up 6th on track. And we're in a spot where we're just not going to be able to run any clean laps for a little bit. We're going to have to try and negotiate traffic. That moves up top. Honestly, right now I'm not even trying to run quick laps. I'm just trying to run clean laps because I know I'm going to have to deal with AI in a minute. So I just don't want to wreck anything. Ruin my race or anybody else's. That is Jordan up in front of me. Man, who I stole this idea from. Yet once again, shot pretty quick out of the S, I hope. Might get a little toe off of him. We're gonna pass late as he's driving down the middle of the track. Under blue flag. Or 15 seconds within Caleb. Considering that gap's getting bigger, it's possible he doesn't have to deal with blue flags. Evo's sitting dead last after winning pole, and I catch up to him in hell. We're just gonna wiggle on by him, and we are off. We've only passed one LMP2 on track, and it was Jordan's. Other Jordan's. Ash is now second. The running order is... Give me 1 second, let me... Ooh, that was scary. Pat, Ash, Squid, Lucas, Caleb, myself, Evo, Jordan, and then either Jeff or other Jordan. In terms of the LMP2s and overall, and who do I have here in front of me? It is Caleb. Ash's car made a pass while out of gas. That isn't which one, her prototype or her GTD. And we slide past Caleb's GTD as he was running a little bit of interference for Caleb's LMP2. We're seeing teamwork all abound. Because I am going to have to pit soon. We have another GTD here in front of me. That's Ash's. Ash, please slow up for me. You're under blue flag. Go somewhere. Okay, you No, you're going... Don't know where you want to go. Thank you for letting me through, though, my friend. Thank you for playing by the rules. Because we have to park it to avoid sending it into the wall, because these medium tires, the front tires, by the way, are dead. Pat's pitting with 50% fuel. I don't know what his tires are. I want to try and make it out. Maybe... Maybe one more lap. As we have once again another GTD in front of me. This is Jeff's GTD. Because we don't give each other any room. That's just a bad spot to try and pass. How you doing, Pat? This will be our last lap here on this stint. Here, 29 minutes gone. Yeah, you do have the lead and for overall lead and for the class. What do we got? Now we got to get past Squid's GTD sitting in 16th. And this is not where I want to be. This is my third, I believe. Third stint. Because I had a strategy change at lap 1. We get out of the S's, I get past Squid. We will see you later. No, I'm not on hard tires, I'm on mediums. I'm gonna have to go on to hards because this thing just absolutely kills the front tires. This front wheel drive hunk of shit. Lucas is pitting with 1% fuel. I'm going to be pitting with around the same. So, problem is I gotta crawl through here. We'll stay on mediums. Sounds like you. How you doing, Lucas? Take a chance to get a drink. Yeah, you pushed it as far as you could push that car. Change tires faster, pylons. As we get a chance to take a breath. We spin some tires, and we got GTDs in front of us between me and Lucas. Ash pits. Means I gotta find a way by Caleb. He's forcing me down. Now I have Ash in front of me again. Feels like we did this just a couple minutes ago. Ash got a little squirrely and I avoid hitting her from behind. Yeah, the phrasing on that was bad. My mind's not entirely on words, it's on vroom vroom. This Nissan is a chore to handle. Especially in any form of traffic, as we send it into the grass a little bit there. As, praise mercy, we have a GTD going into pit, so we have a little bit of space between us and the next car in front of us going into Hell Corner for the 16th time. I think the way I'm tracking this car down, I think this will be Lucas's LMP2 in front of me. Yeah, as of right now, Pat, it does look like you are leading the GTDs. The lead on that swapped a handful of times, as I've been back this way pretty much all race. Be interesting to see what we have as leaders for the end, because you, Squid, and Ash have all been and we've caught up to a GTD. Lucas and I both have. We've caught up to a field of them as Rexy goes into pit, saving me another bit of work. And we knock out 2 cars. We get a good, not a great corner. We got a GTD. Looks like Lucas and Lucas are going to be working together to yeah, no, Jordan and I'd assume Jordan and I are going to be doing separate, as it's my McLaren here that is running a bit of interference on me, but not Lucas. Okay, it lets me by. We just caught into each other at a bad time. I would imagine Jordan and I are gonna be doing separate prizing. And we hit a wall for the second time. I'm gonna have to managed to make it work again. I would do a title belt if they weren't so fucking expensive. Or we take a penalty for the second time. take damage from a wall the second time, and we got Evo here in front of us again. Pat goes to pit in the GTDs. Hi Evo, bye Evo. I got other people to catch. Pat's redeeming an off-sequence pit stop, so we get to try and fight this thing into a lane. We'll stay on mediums for now. Yeah, that actually helps me out a bit. Since I had just hit the wall, because I get to go in and repair. I thought that is fair, I'll give you that. Oh, I passed the lane, that's fair. Sorry, Pat, you're not gonna be lapping me. As Evo's braking early. Yes, it does. I will get that once I get out of the S's, I promise. The second I get out of the corner here. Go all the way to 6 for 2 laps, which, well, we're probably just gonna stay on 6. Beautiful thing is, this has, oh god, my McLaren! This thing still has such great straight line speed. As Jordan and I, well, we intimidated each other, and we just did that. Well, that happened through the chase. Bravo. Well, Jordan, I tried to hit the intimidator button on you. You tried to hit it on me, and that happened. See, I might toy around with a no repair option for I might toy around with a no repair option for the lemons. I'm not gonna do it for this. Yeah, you quick pitted. That's so. Remember lap 19 there too. Yep, we got laps 8 and 19. Coming up on Lucas's. Lucas is running. Oh boy. No, I don't do fastest lap points because I can't get lap times on the GTDs. As Jordan, the lead GTD, goes to pit. What I do points for poles. I don't know why I'm flipping into my rear view as I'm going into hell corner. Jeff is lurking back there. I've completed 1 lap on lean fuel. We will complete a second. And for a little bit, I don't have blue flags trying to harass me. Stay on the lead lap. Hit the inside wall, hit the outside wall. Bin. B-I-N. In that same spot pretty much every time. Oh, so yeah, sabotages probably won't be necessary for the ring. We're gonna stay out because I need to. Hopefully, I can at least get past Lucas, and we have Ash's M&M's machine. No, Ash, I'm going to tell you the beautiful thing about that that scheme you have on that car. It is extremely easy to see and point out. I do pass Lucas while he's back in pit. That's my second lap. We're going to go down to 2. Because I am a mile behind Caleb. Ash is in 19th now. I get side by side for a minute. Even with the damage, I am faster. Clean. We get clean right through there. I have no idea. That's why I wanted to do a lap ago. Is just right along that curb in tight. I have no clue what that car's issue is come race time. As we got the Mustang of Caleb, we get past it. That was intentional. That was totally intentional. That was totally intentional. Did this become Tokyo Drift? Well, I think 5th is the best we're ever going to be able to do. We are so far behind. Go down to fuel mix 1. I'm so glad. I will not be driving this for the ring. I'll be back in my McLaren. I just want to fight to stay on the lead lap. At this point. It's Caleb and Ash both pit, so Ash is... I don't get why... I don't know what Ash's driver is doing the short stops, unless her and Caleb got into something. Ash quick pits a lot. The repeated undercuts. You bring both of them a little closer to me, in striking distance, because down straight lines this thing does go. I see. Evo's gonna kind of close me off. I pit next time by. Okay. That works out. Too close to you. And that's fair. That's what I want. If, like, we're gonna have the sabotages, that's what I want them to be. It's just an extra dose of controlled strategy. That's the thing, no, she's always pitting at high fuel mileage, like at 70 are you fucking kidding me? Well, this is actually gonna help a lot, as we're just gonna let Evo past. Kill this off. Like, she pits at every I do have to lower the channel point requirements for those. So I had originally upped them just to prevent any abuse. But like I said, as long as they're going to be used by strategy, I'm fine with it. We will change everything. Like, she's... every pit stop that I've seen her make has been... 60% fuel or higher. So yeah, I don't know why it's programmed in there, is why she just wants to quick pit. Okay, we are off. We will be in probably 8th. Because I just do a dumb right there. Honestly, at this point, I don't know if I can afford to go onto hards. Well, gonna be giving a spot away, going in to get hard tires. Not quite halfway through the race. We're just trying to be a little too aggressive. Let's not take a dumb penalty here. I might still come out in the good. I'm not gonna grab fuel. At pits. Evo Jordan pits. I'll come close to them since I'm just changing tires. Could come out at least ahead of one of them. I come out ahead of Jordan. That's kind of how I've treated it. At least if I'm not on hard tires, that's how I've treated that, is it does cause a pit off sequence. You will get a refund on one of those two. The only difference between the hard tires and the pitting off sequence is I pit off sequence, I get to choose what tires I take. Evo is in striking distance, although I don't bend the S's. Because this thing has such good straight line speed. We get past him. We have Lucas in our sights. Okay. However, with Lucas in our sights, you treat it as you put. Okay, I mean that makes sense too. I guess that is a better way to treat it. Well, so much for Lucas in our sights. I been hard. So no, I get that is a fairer way of treating that, I guess. Stop deckering around. This is the first stint I've run on hard tires in this thing, I believe. But yeah, I do just need to stop sucking and trying to crash. No damage, luckily, and we got tire spin. Okay, can I... Almost got in the grass and almost died. I looked over to my left for a brief second and chat, and we got Evo in our sights again. I'm not gonna go quite yet. I had to brake a lot harder. We push the Intimidator button on Evo. Tough grass? We have my McLaren in front of me. And Evo. I mean, no, it is Australia. That grass looks like it could be kind of tough. I don't know what kind of grass they got down there. Not, familiar with the... I do know what you meant, yeah. I'm being a smart ass. Trying to keep it light since I'm in a... Like, the grass on the side of that hill looks pretty tough right there. I don't know if I'd want to be touching that. Be able to get Lucas pretty soon. As he's being held up by slow traffic. He's being held up by a lot of slow traffic. He's being held up by himself, I think. No, he's being held up by Pat. That kind of helped me out for a second. That moves out of the way. And we got Jeff and Lucas again. Okay, Hell Corner is not where I want to make the pass. I can. We're gonna make one here at Mountain Straight. We do. Can we make two at Mountain? Yes, we can. See you later, Jeff. However, we are a full, almost minute behind Ash. And that scale is... Okay, it's... I'm eating into that interval. But it's still 57 seconds. Every time I get something going... Every time I get something going, I do that. Unless something happens, we're going to stay out till the fuel window's up. I can manage this thing on some slight damage. We are under an hour to go, by the way. Leave That's Ash's Acura in front of me. 30 seconds away from Caleb. 31. Exact. Okay, -1 where I nudged her quarter panel. Ash and I have had good interactions today. And they continue. How long of a race are you doing at the ring, Jordan? No, how long are, like, right now? Are you just doing like testing? I know how long you're gonna do one in June, because yeah, I'm gonna do 2 hours, even with that being middle of our work season, as we come up to, I believe, the Michigan State Mobile. At Will Pit. I will get a win this year in this car. Won't be here at Bathurst, obviously. I'm minute 49 behind Squid. 2 hour going, just not finishing it. Okay. Oh, just letting the... Okay, I see. That makes sense. Even with the ring on my mind, and I am excited to go there. I'm probably not going to touch this game for, like... Outside of maybe doing some Lemons cars stuff. There's a distinct possibility I won't touch this game for at least a week. As we are now 54 minutes and change remaining in the race. We got a pit. It's the Nürburgring in Germany. Are you having a giggle? Oh, Mother Mary. The damage to the car as I was coming out of that final turn just instantly wanted to make it slide right. Oh no. We're gonna have a penalty. We're gonna have... Oh my god. Thank you for clipping that, by the way, so I don't have to go back and find it. Oh my god. Damage wasn't too bad, thankfully. We're gonna come out behind. We're going to come out behind Lucas. We're going to pass him for position. We're actually going to be able to pass... We're going to be able to see Ash's NSX again. Oh my god, Lucas. Why? Why? Lucas, why you do that? Ow, my hole. Gonna just work on passively killing this penalty. Yeah, you did do a full lap. Unfortunately for me, your Acura and I have become good buddies. We haven't hit each other, but we've become good buddies. Lucas did almost send me into the back of you, though. Jesus Christ. Lucas is LMP2. I mean, he's gonna have to pit, right? Like, I should be fine. For a little bit, but Christ almighty. So beat Evo's car coming out of he's coming out pit. Yeah, Lucas is gonna lose a spot to Evo. Oh no, I'm not pitting. No, I'm fine. I'll stay damaged until something happens. Believe I am a lap down already. In 230 behind the leaders. So, winning the race is out of the question. This is more of a... How many points am I gonna get for this Callaway Paradigm Rogue Energy machine that Jordan designed here? Beautiful machine. Shame it had to go on such a terrible car. Next year I'll pick a better LMP2. We are under 50 minutes to go. I never changed the scheme on Jordan's Acura. Jordan and I are going to work together a bit once we get through Hell Corner. I don't know if that's actually going to be the case, because bump drafting doesn't work, so I'm just going to slide past him. It's a crime that that car is not as beautiful as it's supposed to be. And my McLaren is going to be holding me up. Cadillac GTP. If you're listening, Polyphony. Okay, Team Turbo Yoda's got to do some interference here. Let me by. And now that McLaren just needs to drive down the center of the track. And it looks like it's holding them up a bit. That gap is widening. I'm also under 40 seconds behind Ash. And I pit off sequence. Pat pits. Gonna dive in late. Stay on mediums. It seemed to be working the best. Oh, thank God Jordan pitted. Holy shit, so I'm gonna at least retain a position. See what Evo and Jeff do. Evo keeps going. Jeff keeps going. I retain position over Jordan. Well, for the first time, I see Pat's LMP2. I also see my McLaren, which is going to force me not really anywhere. Pat's LMP2 is lapped car. Well, not a lapped car, but Pat kissed the wall a little bit. I'm gonna get a toe off Pat, I think. Try and pass Jeff. No, I'm gonna unlap myself a little bit and deal with that. See blue flags. They got Evo in front of me. Evo dives down into pit lane. And I dive into the sand pit. Taking that turn a little, taking that final corner there, Murphy's corner, a little too hot. Pat's car running in my way a bit. You know, I really thought the Peugeot that Jeff is in was gonna be a good car this week. I don't know what happened. Well, we just screwed that up. We should be getting a penalty. There it is. Jeff and I are side by side. I almost have that penalty killed off. I'm going to use him to run some interference for a car behind me. We work on passively killing this. gone. Right now, I'm doing Ash a little bit of help. I fight to stay on as close to the lead lap as possible. I stay in front of Pat, who is in second, slowing him down. Got Lucas come out in front of me. "42 minutes and 10 seconds remaining." Every time I feel like I get something going good, I just find a way to screw it up in this thing. Caleb makes a stop. We have Ash, and we get past car in first for now. Squid pits early, meaning Pat takes the lead. 35 seconds behind Caleb. Honestly, I'm just fighting for P5 at this point, with less than 40 minutes to go now. Jordan down there pits pretty early. This could be why you did short pitting early. It is true. One thing with left side damage, I take right hand turn. I take right hand corners, right side corners so easy. Anything going left, not so much. Jeff behind me pits. No, this is me right here. This is once again Team Turbo Yoda. as we come once again with a loteth time, Evo's Subaru, the pole winner in the GTD class, is sitting in last place. That car has not had a good week. He'll get an extra point. He'll get 3 points. They're just the 2. So he'll go to 5 for the GTDs. Can I get past Jeff on the outside? Yes. Yes, I can. Yeah, like, I have no idea what the... I have no clue. What did that thing finish for you, Jordan, by the way? Approaching the end of my window here. Rexy in 14th, what are you doing? Why did you go that way? We were both going the same way. Seventh for you. It's very possible it's gonna finish dead last again for me. I don't even know where Evo's LMP2 is. I think it's in 9th. Gordon's Ford GT in 3rd. He lets me buy. A little cooperation there amongst friends. Don't worry, brother, I got you. And in front of us for the first time all day. I mean, she's been in front all day. At least in front of us all day. Is Ash. Downside, she makes me go into fuel conservation mode. This thing's straight line speed is still really good. I switched to hard tires when I go into pit here in a moment. Ash's Acura, much better through the technical section here. Much more precise. My car, pretty similar. At least in the brute force section, just of going straight and fast. How you doing, Hero Savkovsky 4? We will not actually catch up to Ash, even though she's being held up by her own car. I'm gonna have to get past Ash and I pit. We pitted about the same fuel percentage too. The hard tires might help me going on to hards and having to do one more lap in fuel mode 6. Might help her out though. I do have some damage I also have to repair. So she will get the she will 100% get the jump on me, as I do have hard tires on, some fuel I gotta repair, some damage I gotta repair. Didn't pit with half a tank. Wow, that damage was quick. There. Right in front of me as she, however, gets really lucky. Holy fuck. The less oil machine is in my way, and it's drifting up the track. Jordan was helping out Ash. However, Jordan is also helping out me up in front. Jordan helps me out in front of her. I slide into fourth. However, danger in the S's. I do have to park it there. Wow. One Jordan helps Ash, one Jordan helps me. However, Pat is up in front of me helping Ash a bit. Everyone's against me. And I got a pit. I knew that was coming up. My only hope was somehow getting to the line first. See where we're at. That does complete my 2 laps. There. 14 seconds behind with 28 minutes to go. This is where things get fun. And there's the real sabotage. So I got slow ass less oil machine, slow ass Corvette. Get away from you, okay. Thing gets shot out of a cannon. However, Pat does something nice for you. Fuck it, we're going on to softs. Oh yeah, IRL Bathurst looks fun. Like the IRL race looks fucking amazing. Now I'm really gonna have to fight because I got Jeff. You have a slight buffer with Jeff now there. How long will that slight buffer last? At least for a little bit, because we got a slow car in front of us. A GTD in front of us. I gotta be careful following through here, because the most of the AI actually break through here. As I just send Jeff. I just give Jeff a friendly nudge past Pat's GTD. To the inside of him, and we're gone. With 25 minutes to go, we will be coming to lap 43. Having ran a few laps against the AI at the ring, it's really a mystery why they're so bad. Yeah, I got nothing on that. Like, I knew I was never gonna come in first place on this race when I decided I was gonna do the LMP2s. Knew I wasn't gonna come in first because this car just is not made for this track. Ash, thank you for getting out of the way. Squid is kind enough to at least stay out of the way. He stayed right dead center of the track. We got the less oil machine now in front of me. All running interference. That car up in fourth. Our most of the time friend, Ash, up in fourth there. However, I do believe fucking get out of my way, Caleb. Just get out of my fucking way. Then. I get spun by the less oil machine. Jeff Pitts saving me one spot. Meaning, for all intents and purposes, race for fourth's over. Most likely. I mean, Ash will have to pit with... Oh yeah, no, the Mustang got sent. I am going to have to go back and clip that. That was just a frustration. Get that hunk of shit Ford out of my way. A little bit of suspension or aero, because we just catch up to slow cars at the worst time. No, that one into the back of Pat was just catching into it at a bad time. Get past Squid. Sending... Oop, I'm not even paying attention there. Sending Caleb was pure frustration. Just getting that absolute piece of shit Ford out of my way was just... That was pure frustration. Now we just gotta do what we can to hold on to 6th. As we see the Subaru still in 20th. As it tries to dive down into me. And just fight to stay where we are. What's the next lapped car? Should probably be... Might very well be the Lest Oil machine, but it actually kind of looks like a GTD up there. Find out momentarily. It is very much a GTD. It's mine. sitting in 16th. Able to shimmy past it. You're scared what may happen when I find the less oil car? Honestly, I don't know. I'm still racing for position. I want it. I would like to finish this thing fifth. Fourth is most likely out of the question with only a handful of laps to go. Even though I am cutting into that gap, I don't think it's gonna be enough because I'm gonna have to pit again regardless. If Ash is accurate, does. So now I'm more worried about staying ahead of Jeff. Did I not take the limit off of hard tires? I know I put a cooldown on it. I have hard tires on my next stint, which I'm actually gonna need to. Isn't the next stint's not gonna be my fuel window. It's gonna be a tire window. I am pushing this car as best as I can. And it is eating those front tires alive. You can't see. You can't see what can't see the tire gauge and everything because it's beneath me. But my front tires, my right front especially, is about, I'd say probably at least a third gone. 2/3 gone, I should say. So I am gonna definitely have to pit soon in the next lap or so. See where the tires are at the end. We approach. Yeah, we're gonna have to pit. We're gonna have to. Get past Ash's NSX. As has been par for the course. No contact getting past her. Even when I was within reach of her LMP2, her and I raced clean. I have no idea what's up with that thing. As Ash's Acura is right up there, but I got a pit regardless of anything, so we're diving in. So is she. I go on to hards. That's not what I expected. She really got caught up in traffic. That pit strategy has worked out super well for her today. I don't know how she's not up in a podium spot. Both of us get past, well, she gets passed by Jeff. So she will have a buffer again. I'm going to repair that damage. I come out on hards. Spin tires and I get across the pit line, so I got to kill the penalty too. So I am now 17 seconds behind Jeff. With just under 10 minutes to go. At this point, 5th is very much the goal. As we have 2 laps here of the 4 to maybe 5 remaining. And fuel conservation. As Jeff and Ash go into the chase. They are going to Murphy's Corner now. Oh no! Why did she go down? Remember lap 50, everybody. What happened? 8, 17, and 50. She's not far behind me. What happened? Saw that one coming. So I'm gonna most likely finish 6th. Kind of saw that coming when whatever happened to Ash happened. Eight, 17, 19, 34, and 50. Don't know who this is in front of me, but fuck them. Slow ass GTD. Somehow that gave me engine damage, but there's my 2 laps on lean fuel. The less oil machine under blue flags just drives down the middle of the track and then hits me because the GTD in front of me braked. Awesome. Awesome. No, get the... At this point... We will be able to slide past Lucas. We'll kill some of the penalty off. Jeff went down pit road, I believe. Maybe not. Honestly, 6th place is good for this thing. Where it deserves to be. This has been a long 2 hours, and we got, mercifully, 2 minutes and change left. We got more blue flag traffic in front of me. Ew, Jesus Christ, that glare is not nice. Get me around the corner, please. This will most likely be the final lap. I believe, Jeff did pass Ash. Wid pits on the final lap. Well, for him, not final lap. Yeah, there's just no way. Hey, it'll keep you ahead of me, because I'm not going to chase you guys down. Especially because, once again, I got a slow car in front of me. I have Evo's Subaru in front of me. Jeff, Ash, and I are the first ones to take the checkered. Fuck this thing. Fuck this Peugeot, dude. Pat hangs on for first. Squid takes second, 29 seconds behind. And after that, it wasn't close. Caleb's a lap down. Jeff, Ash, myself, Lucas are all 2 laps down. Jordan finishes 3 laps down. Evo finishes 3 laps down. Other Jordan in the Less Oil Toyota finishes 4 laps down. Then that's your LMP2s, your GTDs. Lucas, Pat, Jordan, other Jordan, Jeff, my McLaren, Caleb, Squid, Ash, and Evo finishing last. Second week in a row. 1 second.